Hello, welcome back to Otter Pop Culture, and today we're going over Ariana Grande's Thank You Next album, which I'm so excited is here. It's here. So I'm so excited. I want to go through all the songs. It is not, I personally, the general thing, I don't really think it's I kind of call it, make fun of it, call it the anti-Valentine's Day like album, or the single awareness album, you know, because most of the songs are not really like romantic. It's more about her being comfortable with herself, her doing stuff on her own, her wanting to kind of like, it's more into her single life, which is actually interesting because we don't really get this a lot from her. So it's interesting to see what she has to say, and she has a lot to say. So let's get into it. Let's go through each songs and we'll talk about it. So the first song is Imagine, which was the first single, was a second single to this album, and I liked it. It took a while to grow on me, but it finally did. And I know that the song has to do with Mac Miller, like if they're like, it's supposed to be like an alternate like universe if everything actually went well and he was like still alive and actually the relationship was actually good. I like it for that, and I also like the fact that the ending ended with her high notes, her little whistle notes, which she hasn't done in a while. And if she has done, it's like been like a very snippet of it. So I'm so glad that she just went with it in the end. I completely forgot she can do it, so it's kind of fun to see her do it. The next song is Needy. I feel like I have something on my face. Next song is Needy. I like the song. I feel like we're diving immediately into like the personal stuff immediately, which is, Imagine also gives you that kind of thought too, but it's a little more imagination. It's literally imagining something. This is really like going directly towards it. How does it feel to be needed? And I feel like that's exactly what she kind of says. Like, I'm a little needy, but how does it feel to be needed? Like, isn't this kind of cool that I'm needy? You know, and it's almost like a lightly sarcastic take on being needy, like kind of giving an excuse for why it's great that you're needy, because it's like, oh, that means that I love you more, you know. It's kind of taking away the illusion of that it's actually not healthy. It's completely. Then we switch it up and we go to the next song is NASA. And so this this pretty much is her saying like, there's nothing wrong with us. We're totally fine. It's more the fact that I just kind of need space from you. Just like, so I'm going out with the girls and I'm staying out for how long you'll never know. I'll be home when I'm home kind of thing. And it's kind of cool. It's actually something I don't really think you really hear much from other people. It's usually like, oh, we're breaking up because you're an asshole, or we're breaking up because you're clingy. It's like, it comes off as like, it has nothing to do with their relationship being bad. It's more the fact it's just like, sometimes space is really good, and it is really good. So, and I love the fact that she never says NASA, she says NASA, and I love that. And it's just, and immediately when that goes off into the chorus, it sounds so great. All these beats so far on this whole album is going to be great, and I know I'm going to talk a lot about them, but we're going to get into them. So the next song is Bloodline, which actually took me a minute to get into. It kind of reminded me of this album's versions side to side, kind of, you know, because it has that kind of reggae sound to it, like lightly. It's about being like, we can fuck and everything and do stuff together, but it's not a thing. We're not gonna be a thing. This is not an official thing that's gonna happen with us. So I like that. It's kind of cool. And funny because the beginning of the person that's talking in the beginning of it is actually Ariana's grandma. And I don't know if that kind of how that really goes along, honestly. I don't really know how her dialogue goes on with this song, but it was cool to kind of hear like her grandma talk in the beginning and then go into the song. And it's funny because after hearing this song, I kind of feel like it sounds like, and I know that every single song there's no feature anything, which is really cool. But I feel like it kind of sounds, if there were features, it would definitely be a Nicki Minaj song. I bet you anything it would. I'm sure they're gonna just do a remix anyway. But I love this song. I like it. Grew on me finally. But I like the song. It's literally something that Nicki could do, and I totally can hear it. The next song is Fake Smile. She can't fake a smile. She can't stand faking a smile anymore, and it kind of goes deeper into her kind of world about how she feels about stuff like about everything that's going on and everything that has been happening to her since then. And it's just like, it's hard to really fake a smile. Like sometimes I kind of just want to just disappear and just kind of just be by myself and just kind of not have to smile, you know. And I feel like it's a really big thing to do, and like thing you have to do all the time in real life, and definitely as a celebrity when everything's like on you. So that's kind of very personal song. I thought was really, really good, and it was clearly explained into great detail, and I love it. The next song is the one that I kind of felt mad to. I like the theme, but the song kind of stays the same throughout the whole time. But I do like the beat. It's pretty much about how they want to, how she's basically have a bad idea that she's like, I broke up with my boyfriend, and you broke up with your girlfriend or boyfriend. Let's get together and just fuck each other, and to get over our exes, you know. So it's just kind of it's due to the fact that I don't know if this is a big thing for. Maybe this is a huge taboo in the straight community, but like in the gay community, that happens like almost like there's probably a friend fucking another friend right now that I know. It's just like it's pretty common, but it's funny that she does it, and it kind of reminds me of like, it kind of makes me feel like she's basically kind of, because she's around a lot of like us, she digs into that kind of a thing, and which I think is kind of cool. So the next song is Makeup, which is a very short song. It's pretty short and sweet. But I feel like this is also, so due to the fact that she talks about Fenty, she, and kind of shouts out like that's like, she shouts it out before, which is kind of cool. But it also sounds like a Rihanna song too. Like, I don't know why, but I think it's a yeah kind of thing in the middle part in the chorus. And it sounds like almost like a Rihanna song. Like if she didn't want this, I'm sure Rihanna would have took it. The next song is Ghosting, and this song was it's the first song that she moves away from the, like, I have bad ideas, I just want to fuck, I just want to, like, one night stand, then you fucking go, like, get out of here. Like, this is when she starts going, she changes completely, it goes completely different, and she's talking about how she is crying and upset about like that she's missing the ex that she had before, and the boyfriend that she's with is noticing this and completely notices it, but like pushes out for like as in like, oh, it's not a big deal or anything. And it's funny because it makes me feel like the direct thing is about Mac Miller and how after they broke up and she started investing into Pete. And Pete, I felt like that's kind of what happened, which is probably why what ended their relationship. Is just like she kind of wasn't really over Mac after everything, and I'm sure she felt guilty from breaking up with him during a time where he's in the middle of addiction, you know. So I bet that's all she thought about and everything, and it's kind of it's jarring and it's annoying for the other partner, but it's just like, I'm sure it was, and it's just like. But that's how she felt about it, and it's raw. It's just very raw, and I love it. The next song is In My Head, and so this song is it's a really good song. It's another personal song, and it's funny because it starts off with this guy, which is one of her close friends, Doug Middlebrook, and pretty much he's saying like you're imagining this version of of this person that you want to love, and you're trying to mold him into this person, but it's not working, you know. You're stressing yourself out over trying to do this, you know. It's time to call it quits. And it's a whole song about that, how she feels about that type of thing, and she's agreeing to it. And I love her headspace, her when she sees it's all in my head, and the head part just goes, she just does that high note, and it kind of fades away to like kind of like an echoey sound, but we all know that she can actually do that vocal, so it's not a big deal. So yeah, so I really liked that song, and I really thought it was really cute, and very deep. And then finally, so we get those two like intense songs, and then we completely run away from them, and we go into Seven Rings, which is amazing. We all know this is amazing. It's great music. It's great music. It has a great trap beat. Great music video. Like, it's amazing. I don't care about the whole controversy, because the controversies are completely stupid, and that's all I'm gonna say about it. But it's a really good song. Next song is Thank You Next, which is one that I kind of like. I don't really listen to as often. I feel like it's to me personally, it sounds like a B-side Ariana, and I do like the message. I think it's fun. I think it's a fun song, but I also don't really feel like it matches up with everybody else. I wouldn't really make it. I feel like there's a lot of other songs on this thing that's much more powerful, but I feel like she's kind of I feel like in this time of the album, she's letting you rest after all that intensity with the other songs. So I'm totally cool with it. So then finally, the last and one of my favorite songs off the album is Break Up With Your Girlfriend, I'm Bored. I've been waiting for this song for a while, because once I heard that it's coming, so I was like, oh, I wonder what it's gonna be. And then she decided to goop all of us and fucking drop the music video before the album. And oh my god, the music video, she looks fucking flawless. I think they're using the same apartment or house as they did in Can't Keep My Hands to Myself by Selena Gomez. It looks very very similar, at least. So I love the song. The trap beat is heavy and it's nice, and she sounds so amazing. She just has a great voice and a great song, and it's very sarcastic, and also it's just like, it's very taboo. It's like, break up with your girlfriend, I'm bored. Like, and it makes me feel like it's like she's not really. It's the fact that she's bored. It's not more of the fact like break up with her with her so you can be with me. It's more like break up with her so we can fuck. You know, it's what it comes off to me. Like, that's my interpretation of like, just like break up so we can mess around without having to feel like I'm like the side chick, you know. So it's just like, and she is very confident. The whole thing is very confident. She's like you know, you like this, blah blah blah, and it's like that, and just like, I know you think about me, so why don't you just break up with your girlfriend so we can kind of get nasty. I love the music video. I felt the music video was very clean. I felt like they made it seem like the whole song made it seem like she wanted to just get with the guy, but the whole thing ends up with like she's copying the guy's girlfriend's like look and everything, and they start looking very exactly the same, which is, I'm waiting for this movie to come out. I think it's already out. I think Roommate, I think it's that movie. So she ends up, and the whole thing goes through, and you're thinking like, oh, she wants to get with him, and it turns out she wants to get with her. She doesn't want to. She's basically telling him to break up with her with the girlfriend so that she can get with the girlfriend. And I don't know, like, maybe she's using seduction on him to think that he's gonna get it, and then in reality she's been flirting with the girl so that she can get it, you know. And I just, whatever, it works out for me. So I think that's really cool. So finally, we're done with this album. I personally think the comparison between Sweetener and Thank You Next, you're definitely get a light, happy version of her kind of saying that everything is going to be okay, blah, 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 like, keep your head up, like, keep moving. And then the flip side and the dark side, which is Thank You Next, which is a lot of deeper feelings about how she really feels about stuff. And there's some inside Sweetener, but Thank You Next is just much more darker and heavier, and the beat is like, it's much more heavier trap music too. It's so good. I'm so happy. I was so nervous. I was like, that's a lot of albums coming out in one setting. But every single album, like each album was, Thank You Next and Sweetener were both amazing albums. So I don't even know what she pretty much can kind of sit down. I bet she's gonna just sit down and just roll in this kind of thing, just let people kind of get their feel over both albums. I'm so excited. I'm so happy for her. So yeah, so that is it. That's all the songs on the album. What do you think? What did you like it? Did you not like it? What are your top favorite songs? What are your least favorite songs? Leave a comment in the bottom. Let me know what you think. And I shall see you. And I hope everybody has a great weekend. I shall see you in the next video.